And let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to the round robin stage of the Wretched and Divine For Fun Tournament. This is going to be Asura Rage versus Majestic Black. On the Dawn side of the map, we have Majestic Black with Muniz 420 on Twin Blast in the safe lane, along with his support, Nelson Mr. Ribeiro on Narbash. In the jungle, we have Red Plasmid on Sevrog, Dark Shaman 366 on the Scarab Grux in the off lane, and Roquillion in mid playing Lieutenant Bellica.
And on the red side, we have Team Asura Rage. We have Kwang in the off lane, played by Angry Bird 285. FaZe and Sparrow played in the safe lane by Book Sinkerman and Zyla, respectively. In the mid lane, we have Wraith, played by Haitu, and Rampage in the jungle, played by Ian. Jez, you gotta help me out again with these.
Ian Fidalgo. We'll just call him Ian.
Yeah, just Ian. On formal terms with him.
So we've got pretty traditional starts here. I think a bit more vision control on the side of Asura Rage. They got a really deep ward.
It's very even. Very even.
It is pretty even, but there's a pretty aggressive ward in the Majestic Black's weak jungle.
Possibly allowing a early game takedown of the jungler or offlaner, should they decide to clear that offlane down.
Interesting though that both of these mid laners, we don't have any traditional casters like the Howitzer, the Gadget, the Gideon with the big AoE ultimates. Bellica and Wraith are really utility mid laners, as opposed to what we usually see in the competitive scene.
I think Beth definitely, although Bellica is very meta, she's very good at the moment. They're both team supporters. So you've got Wraith with his ult and Bellica with her large CC and her ability to completely clear the enemy caster ultimate. So they're both quite they're not, as you said, not the traditional caster.
Looking at the rest of the team compositions, I think Majestic Black is really going for a bit of a heavy control composition here. They've got 4 hard CCs, everyone except their carry Twin Blast, which is pretty unusual, I want to say. Grux offlane is not a very common pick, and I think they're just trying to maximize their control here to protect that Twin Blast.
I don't know how, Grux has a fantastic kit. He's been a great jungler for a long time, but as you say, he's not often picked as a offlaner. He's very much a jungler, and I don't know how effective. If he gets bullied early on, that risk
happening mid lane. Both jungles rotating in. Roquillion is probably going down to Ian Fidalgo. Red Plasmid is too busy focusing on high 2. He's gonna get away, but he's still in danger. He gets rewinded. Ian Fidalgo is still on him. That knock from Wraith does a bunch of damage and takes him out. Really messy gank from Majestic Black. I think he really was focusing too much on Wraith rather than protecting his spell. So yeah, that's gonna be first blood and a second kill as well on the side of Asura Rage at 4 minutes.
I mean, I'm having a bit of a bug at the moment.
No problem.
Okay, everything's good now. Right, awesome. Yeah, no, that was a really solid gank coming out from Asura Rage. I don't think they have the advantage jungler-wise. I think Sevrog's definitely much better, but they're taking the advantage of Rampage being not much more early game jungler, but a better early game jungler than Several.
Right,
So
because he does
definitely
have that
taking
regen as well as that very long stun at level 1 with that boulder throw. Looks like the junglers are once again kind of converging at mid lane. Red Plasmid is caught out once more. Knock Knock is going to finish him off. Haitu is just on point with these Knock Knocks so far. It's going to be 2 kills for him and one for Ian Fidalgo.
Just seems like the mid is having a field day. A lot of action there. It's not surprising. The mid lane is the easiest to gank from both sides, so
Right.
it's not surprising there'd be a lot of.
With both junglers trying to contest river buffs, which are right next to mid lane, it's going to see a lot of action.
Yeah.
Definitely the busiest lane in Monolith right now. We've even seen some professionals go for do a mid competition, and we do have a nice gank from Ian on the Majestic Black safe lane. Pops the ultimate,
Absolutely
takes out the Twin
fantastic.
Blast. Angry Bird
it-
isn't gonna push up here because Red Plasma rotated over.
It's very evident that the Quan called, Narbash is missing, and the junglers on the spot, on point rotations got them that kill. And
Yep.
just very solid rotations from Azure Rage.
Ian's been pulling off some really nice ganks so far.
And honestly, I've been seeing Azure farm, Azure Rage be very easily free farm. They're kind of just, the carry is just farming away, not having any issue because of the fact that Majestic needs to support that lane because it's Grux. It's not anyone who can solo. It's not Countess who can solo lanes when the opportunity is right. They've got to support. They've got to help out gank there, but not seen in several rotations.
With a Sparrow and a Phase against Grux, which is one of the biggest hitboxes in the game, he's going to be taking a lot of poke here, and he's not going to have the opportunity to go for many of those early game plays and pressure that safe lane.
We definitely see the weakness of Several coming out here is Red Plasmid is very low, trying to take these camps and not being able to spare the health to go gank left. So
we have something going on mid lane here. Ian's going to rotate, probably going to take tower. Nelson might be able to catch him out here. Rampage is going to use the Enraged and get invised by Wraith. Yeah, he's going to be safe. Got some more rotations. He's going to actually use the boulder throw on Rakillian. She's extremely low. Cyberog lands a nice subjugate. Rakillian almost is getting finished off by the energy lance. Red Plasmid is trying to save, but he's a little too far. Dark Shaman gets a nice World Rush challenge, but there's no follow-up. Ian's extremely low. A lot of engagement there, but I feel like both teams weren't really organized. Had a lot of people going in one by one, like Narbash and Grux Sevrog.
And it looks as though, yeah, we got the rotation out from both the supports here, and it shows that these two supports know what they're doing and they can peel effectively, and that's I think the Phase and Narbash are the reasons why no one died in that fight, got an upper hand.
Well, Sevrog did go down in the end, but very nearly escaped.
Yeah.
We do have the first the second tier one, sorry, going down for the side of Asura Rage. They just took down Majestic Black's offlane tower. Not surprised, it's 9 minutes. We're gonna see a lot of carries looking to start pressuring those lanes a bit more.
I'm expecting a call to lane switch at this point. Raptors are coming close to coming up. Very close.
Rakillian is pressuring Angry Bird. I don't think she sees that he has a ward there. Yeah, it looks like FaZe and Sparrow are moving toward the Raptor area. FaZe is going to try to help Kwong out. He's alone in a group of 3 people. The double stun from Narbash and Belka is going to take him out. He was halfway through the pool by FaZe, but even she couldn't save him in time.
Just the pure amount of CC that they have on that with that comp. It's going to catch people who are alone against 3 people out. Yeah, not even phase the Peel Supreme can help out there.
Except we are seeing Ian get caught out when he was trying to counter jungle. He uses the enrage and that's still keeping him alive. Moonies and Red Plasmid are extremely low. Knock Knock's gonna take Sevrog out once again. Just gonna rewind. Nelson Narbash is gonna go down as well. Really solid plays from High 2 here. FaZe is gonna use her ult, try and boost Ian up. But he's not gonna catch Dark Shaman in time. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Ian Fidalgo was counter jungling and I thought he was dead for sure, but that enraged his team's rotations really kept him alive.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely overstayed their welcome. Rampage's survivability allowed the team to rotate and capitalize on the overstaying. It's very nice. Very nice play.
Raptors are up. We do have a couple of wards in the area, but I don't think anyone's going for them yet. Mooniz is hovering around the area, but he's just going to pick up the red buff and back off. Not much happening at the moment. Looking at the scoreboard, we're seeing pretty typical builds all around. Mad scores on both the jungles.
We see the Sparrow is quite evidently ahead by about 2 points. Mainly because she didn't die once. She hasn't had as much pressure put on.
We've got an engagement near our prime here. It's like Sevrog might go down again. Rampage is going to jump in there with that huge leap. Wraith is going to rewind Belica into the action. Rakillian is very low. Zyla is almost dead too, and Dark Shaman is going to rotate in and take him out. He's going to save Rakillian with that smash and grab. Boulder throw onto Mooniz. Twin Blast is really low. He's going to go down to Ian as well. FaZe is going to ult them to just get that extra movement speed and get out of there. A carry for a carry. Interesting engagement there. I'm not sure why both teams were in that area.
No, me neither. But I think definitely Asura got the most out of that. They have they're invading, and they are also they have Kwong, who's split pushing the entire time. He's going to be forcing himself onto the tower without a twin blast to save it, and they're going to have to. They're either going to have to force more rotation than the Narbash or face losing that tower. And we see also Asura's map presence with hundreds of wards, deep wards, and wards along the river. The vision game is definitely showing that they're in control of the map.
Right.
That
and
Mystic
even beginning to damage 2 of Majestic Black's tier 2s when Majestic Black only has 1 tier 1 and maybe half of 1 down.
Yeah.
Looks like Red Plasmid is looking for something mid lane. Wraith is well warded though. He's not going to pull anything off.
It does not seem like their Sevrog pick is going to come through with him. It doesn't look like he's rotating a lot. He's he is in fact behind the enemy Rampage by quite a large amount.
Yeah,
so
he's having 4 deaths. I think he's being a little too aggressive for an early game Sevrog.
Especially now they've seen the how good the Rampage is and how well he capitalizes on different situations.
Still more deep warding by Asura range. I'm surprised no one's really even moving toward Raptor so far. I think they're both too scared to pursue it at the moment, because although Asura Rage does have quite a lead on kills as well as the map, it's not definitive enough where they can take Raptors without risking something.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely, because the Sparrow...
As soon as I said, they do move on to it. Sparrow can clear it really quickly though. So I think Majestic knows what's going on, but they're too afraid to engage. They're just hovering around the area. 2 Raptors to Sparrow, and there's the third. Angry Bird's gonna look for an engagement, but he is alone. He's gonna get dunked by Narbash, and that's gonna be the end of that fight. Red Plasmid is a little behind. Ian's gonna jump in, but he's just gonna get taken out pretty quickly. Oh, Sevarog and Red Plasmid caught out once again.
It was the rewind from the Wraith. These rewinds have really been on point this game.
I feel like Wraith's just been bullying Sevarog this game.
Yeah. And we see Majestic kind of grasping at straws here for farm. Sweet TB's farming the jungle. And Sevarog is dead. And we really see that especially on the wards, the warding defensively, they seem to be falling back.
Looks like Angry Bird's gonna be able to take down his tier 1, and that's gonna be all 3 tier 1s down for Majestic Black.
Now, I think it's a good time to anticipate Orb Prime here. They definitely have the map presence. It's just when they will go for it, when they get a free pick.
It's a little early for it, but with what Asura's been doing so far, I can definitely see them going for it very soon. If they win a nice team fight.
Yeah. And with the lead on the Sparrow, I have no doubts they will take it very easily.
Ian's rotating onto Rakillian once more. Knock throw's gonna land. Knock knock. It's just gonna do so much damage. Rakillian might actually get away with a seismic assault. Red Plasma's gonna come in there. Colossal blow Ian out of there. Now Haitu's in danger. He's gonna use his ult to try and invis himself out. He's gonna get away. Just barely.
Yeah. That was a fairly good counter gank.
Meanwhile, Angry Bird is alone trying to push onto Rakillian, finish off that kill. I'm not sure what he's going for there. That Colossal Blow might actually have saved his life. Nelson and Moriarty is really low. It will actually finish him off with the slow from the energy lance. Still more aggressive plays from Asura.
They know they can play rather aggressive at this point. We've seen them asserting their dominance quite a lot, and it all started in the mid lane with the Sevarog's rotations and the fantastic handling by Ian. We just see that his early game survivability is definitely winning and allowing them to be a lot more aggressive in these fights.
Looks like the Asura safe lane is counter jungling at this point. Sparrow is 5 points ahead of Twin Blast. It's a huge deficit. There is a rotation onto the Asura safe lane, phasing in a full Sparrow, but not very far. She's gonna ult for the extra movement speed and try to get them out of there. Double smash and grab. Zyla's really low, pushing skills goes out. Dark Shaman is also really low. Zyla is almost dead. But Rakillian actually pushes too far. Ian's gonna finish him off. And Twin Blast went down the other side of the map. Red Plasmid and Angry Bird kind of duking it out. It's gonna be 3 kills for the side of Asura.
That is mental.
Yep, they're gonna be moving on to Orb Prime now.
Yeah, that really shows how far CP-wise they are ahead. They were at a disadvantage at the starting of that engagement. They still did a metric crap ton of damage to the enemy, which shows how well Azura has been farming.
Their safe lane was really low in a 2v3 situation, and then Grux landed a smash and grab on both of them. I thought they were dead for sure.
Yeah, me too. But no, it just is the power advantage. The power advantage that they had.
Yeah.
They've just taken on Prime. It's like they're resetting at the moment. and probably expecting a
Preparing
very large push
for a
from
2-2 push.
Asura.
Dark Shaman's gonna get rooted by the energy lines. Zyla is almost gonna take him out with a follow-up. That was just really fast. Delica's rotating onto the two of them. Book Synchroman is at half health. She's not gonna challenge though. Muniz is gonna get rooted by the energy lines and finished off by the piercing shot from Zyla. The coordination between this Asura safe lane is really solid.
I mean, it's a 2v4 in that situation, and they still won. They're still getting more out of this.
And Zyla on Sparrow's just pumping out so much damage at this point.
It's the power of Sparrow. If Sparrow gets ahead, she wipes the floor because of amazing scaling.
Exactly. We've got some solid split push in all three lanes here. Not pressuring a certain in him more than the others. Zyla's being extremely aggressive, but Ian Fidalgo's there to take the tower for him. Narbash and Grux are going to go down. Red Plasma is extremely low too. Ian Fidalgo is going to finish him off with the pounds. He's even going to challenge Muniz under core. This is probably going to be 2 inhibs, maybe even all 3 for the side of Asura Rage.
It was quite deceptive. Like Ian was in the mid lane. He was just chilling in the mid lane, and suddenly a rotation straight to right, and now it's a 3v2 because they had Majestic had to split their team between 3 inhibitors.
Right.
They know they have the power advantage, and they can split their team up, and they will still have the advantage on it.
Really solid coordination too. Ian calling out that he's gonna tank tower so that Zyla can use the inner fire, and they're just gonna take down the core here. That's gonna be win for Asura Rage.
Damn.
Well played.
Very much well played. I think it was definitely a combination of Sparrow's really well farming and the rampages and the race coordination to bully early that kind of spiraled them into a CP lead that allowed them to make incredibly aggressive plays and still win, or at least break even on fight.
I think Asura really had that the whole game. I was thinking that with Sparrow, the carry with no self peel or escape at all, that she'd have a hard time against a comp with so much hard CC. But between Ian, Book Synchroman, and Angry Bird, the FaZe, the Kwang, the Rampage, they really did an excellent job appealing for her.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And in the end, she kicked some serious ass.
Well, congratulations to Asura Rage. That's going to be it for this round-robin game of the Wretched and Divine For Fun Tournament. We have been Swistic and Flulout.
Oh, Flouche.
Flush, I'm sorry.